Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Gray Zone podcast. I'm your host Giuliano, and today we have a host that's joining us for this call. His name is Shady. Shady and I go way back. Shady, how are you?
Hey guys, I'm Shady or Shady, yeah.
Shady,
Both work.
Shady.
Both work, but I'm fine. I'm good. How are you, Giuliano?
I'm not bad. I'm good. Shady and I go way back since
It hasn't been long we talked,
school.
right? It hasn't been long we talked. It was I think it was last night.
Oh, we talk every day.
Talk
My
every
best
day,
friend's
man.
from way
My
back,
girlfriend.
man. It's my girlfriend. No, but it's I just wanted Shady to be on the call. He's gonna be joining us today's interview. We have a guest coming in, and well, again, it's gonna sound cliche, very special guest, but he is a very special guest. A guy that I've known for a couple of years, and he's doing.
And I wanted to meet, so
You wanted to meet? No, he's a crazy.
I had
he does
to be here, right?
so many things though. Like if you had to paint a picture of who can multitask, like this is the prime example.
Who has 9, 12 projects juggling at the same time? This guy.
This
you know?
guy. So I don't want to
Nobody
ruin
else.
it. You probably seen it in the intro who it is or in the title, but stay tuned because this person is definitely gonna impress you in terms of the project he has going on, but just in general his outlook on those projects and the things he's accomplished and the things he's done. So we'll have a chat with him in a couple of moments. But meanwhile, how was your week, Shady?
Meanwhile, man, I spent my week at home, you know. COVID times. That's the COVID times, no work, just staying at home. Taking care of my family, you know.
Oh no, it's good. He's
My
been
kids.
sending me
No, I don't have
kids. He has a dog, that's his kid.
Yeah, I have a dog. That's all. That's everyone I have to take care of. Exactly.
He's been sending me these pictures of he got an air fryer, so everything's air fried now. So he's been sending me these
my
pictures
air fryer
of this,
best friend.
this stupid wings, bro. He knows I'm vegetarian. He's been sending me pictures of wings, like
I bought an air fryer and I can literally use it 4 days a week.
Because the interview was so interesting and we ended up talking so long that we ended up having to cut the interview in half. So you're currently listening to part 1 of 2 parts of the interview with Miguel. Stay tuned for part 2 coming out in a couple of days. I do these intros are for my practice.
You gotta limber up a little bit, you know.
I gotta get ready because these are gonna be all for my CV when I try to become a TV presenter. So these are gonna be the.
Let's go.
So check this out.
Classic.
Our guest today is a well-known icon in Montreal fashion. You might know him as that guy that does those awesome tailored suits, the rapper who performed in front of thousands of people at Place des Arts, the participant in bodybuilding competition, the lifestyle Instagram influencer, that crazy guy riding through Montreal in his Harley, wearing Gucci shoes and a suit. Or you might just know him as the guy that grew up over a barbershop, coffee shop, tuxedo shop. In any case, let me welcome Miguel Waxman. Miguel.
Honestly, I need to pay you for that one. I need to pay you for that.
Did I miss anything though?
That was too good. No, you missed nothing. That was beautiful. Honestly, couldn't have said it better myself. How much do I send you for that?
Yeah, that's going to be in your bio. That's going to be in your bio.
Yeah. Exactly. What's poppin'?
So, well, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. You're good?
Yeah, man. Keeping busy, staying healthy, staying alive out here. You know?
That's the criteria these days. I'm joined with
Yeah.
Shady. Shady's here too. Shady,
Yes,
how are
sir.
you?
Hey guys, hey Miguel, nice to meet you, man. Big fan of
What's
Waxman,
happening,
big fan of the Wax House, and I've been wanting to get on
Thanks,
this
bro.
call since I saw that video of you on your Harley. Pretty sick.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah,
man,
crazy, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's the
cool.
type of
That was
shit-
cool. Honestly, I didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the type of shit you'd see in a movie, man. Seriously. Seriously, I was really,
Thank you,
really
man.
surprised.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Did
I'm
it come
down
up
to keep
naturally?
doing content like that. It's exciting for me. Yeah, my friends who own a media agency and they do like content creation. they reached out to me and wanted to do a video. So we did it like that. Literally took like an hour or two of shooting, and then they did their editing and stuff and sent it over, and the result was pretty cool. So I'm down to keep doing stuff like that. It's very engaging, you know. There's a storyline. It's very like stimulating to watch, you know.
Especially, man. I thought of me, my personal opinion. I would have flown my drone and taken a shot of you. You know, oh, that would have
That'd
been
be sick.
sick. You
Yeah,
know, just
for
in
sure.
my
Drone
head
work is mad fun.
in my head, I saw you going through a field, literally like a dirty field. You in a clean suit on a
With a
clean
suit?
bike. Imagine, man. You know, that's what
No,
I was
on
thinking
a
about in my head.
dirty bike. On a dirty bike is even better, honestly.
Yeah, we'll leave
Yeah.
that up to the
No,
directors,
like it's
man.
like my bike. That's the thing. My bike is like it's a really nice bike, but it's like it's a it's a rad bike, you know?
Exactly.
What do you call that type of bike? Because it's not a it's a Harley, but it's a cruiser, but the handlebars are pretty low, and
It's a Sportster. That's what the actual
sports.
bike is called. But it's yeah, I guess you call it a cruiser. Like that's pretty much what it is, you know? Or a bobber, maybe a
A
bobber.
bobber.
Yeah.
Because you got those mirrors, you put them underneath, which I thought was sick. Cause those mirrors, when you see them on top, they ruin the whole bike, but you put them
Man,
underneath,
we
which is
man.
sick.
No, it lowers the whole profile of the bike. But I've gone in so much trouble just for those like mods that I like to do to make the aesthetic better. Oh man, I've paid out of my ass with the government and like just it's ridiculous.
You've gotten stopped
It's
just for the
crazy.
mirrors?
Oh man, I've gotten stopped for everything.
I believe you
Name me
100%.
something. Name me something. I've probably gotten stopped for it. Honestly,
That's Quebec, man. That's Quebec for you, honestly, man. They're
yeah,
amazing
it
at
kind of
this.
sucks. Because in Ontario, I wouldn't have any of these problems. You know.
So Miguel, I have a question. Do you prefer Miguel or Migs? Because well,
Honestly, I'm cool with whatever. Like my most of my friends call me Migs. That's kind of how like the whole name came about. Honestly, because my friends just started calling me that. It was just easier. But Miguel is cool. You know, it's whatever.
oh, Miguel on Instagram is Migs Waxman, and it's because obviously Migs and then Migs Wax on
It's
Instagram,
Migswax. Yeah.
which is Waxman, the last name. I mean, I don't know if you can get a more like, uh, what do you call it, artist name than like it's legit your name, but like
I thought you
an
were gonna say
Yeah.
artist
something
name.
else.
Like, how can you get like such a good artist name and it's just you're born with it? Um, so no, it's Migs Wax. So if you want to check it out and check out those videos also that we are talking about with the bike and everything, that's on Instagram. And so just to recap people as to what it is, Miguel likes to take his bike, the Harley, down the streets of Montreal, wearing a fully tailored suit, which
And I'm
is
saying a very nice suit.
a
Not
very
any
nice
suit.
suit. Not one of them cheap suits. Those suits that you save up your whole life to get. He's wearing one of those suits with the Gucci shoes down riding his bike. So just crazy shots, crazy pics, crazy stuff on his Instagram. Great content. And
Thanks, bro.
also you have the clothing line which is called Migswax. So do you want to tell people about the line that you started and you know how it came about?
Sure. Yeah. So basically, it came about. Wow. People been calling for Rock. That's
The
someone you guys should definitely get
multitasker.
in touch with. This is crazy. Hold on. Let me just send him a message. That's wild. This is crazy. You guys should get in touch with my boy Farak though. You know the page Good Life
I
on
think I've heard
Instagram?
of it.
Yeah, I'll try and link you if you get him on a podcast. He has a lot to offer. He owns a media, so he gets like tens of millions of impressions on his one page, maybe over 200 million impressions a month across several pages.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I've seen him. Yeah. I've seen him. Farak. Now that you mention, I am subscribed though. That's what's funny. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. I grew up with him.
Oh yeah, this guy's actually huge, man. I stalked him yesterday, actually.
Yeah, yeah, no, he's a really good dude. I could link you guys up with him if you want. He just tried calling me now.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Send him the link. Let him join in the podcast.
Yeah, imagine. Where were we? Yeah, no. So for me, it all starts when I dropped out of school when I was 18, because I always knew that I wasn't gonna make money in an orthodox manner and like do it the way, you know, society kind of has it implemented for everyone to do it, which is to go to school, you graduate, you find a job, you work 9 to 5, and then that's it. You know, you retire, have a nice day. And so I just knew that that wasn't for me. I didn't necessarily know exactly specifically what I was going to do, but I just knew that that wasn't it. So 18, dropped out of school. And then obviously fashion has just been what my brain has been consuming, like whether it was my decision or not, like for so long. So it's just kind of at that point, all the little projects that I had done to like make money or like kind of make a name for myself at a young age, um, was through fashion. It was always something fashion related, whether it was like buying and selling kicks, you know, back when me and my friends first started the first buying, selling, trading kicks group on Facebook in Montreal, got it to like 10,000 plus members. And that was just the era of like chopping kicks, and we just felt like young hustlers, you know. So that was in fashion. And then I always wanted to make a line. For even from that moment, I always knew I wanted to make a line. I just didn't know if it was going to be so like, it wasn't going to, I didn't think it was going to be exactly the way that it turned out to be, because I'm doing suit wear and like anything like that that's high end, that involves high end fabrics and custom tailoring. Um, but I never thought I would do that separate from my family's brand, you know. So me having my own separate brand, that's never the ideas that I had in my head growing up, because I never thought I would ever do like suit wear, for example, apart from the Waxman house. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because just to put people in context, you grew up in a tailor shop, which is multi generational. So it started
Yeah,
two generations ago, right?
three.
Three. So
It's the tailor shop. It's not any
it's
tailor shop, you know.
no, I got a suit from there, and it's incredible. Like I mean, let alone the aesthetics of the place, which is crazy because they also have a barber shop in there and a coffee shop, which don't ask me why.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And they
It's just
have
the
they
vibe.
you guys have always been different though. You got the Ducati in the window, which
Yeah.
again, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
got the suits, which you don't make your own suits there. You tailor the suits right from different brands. That's what the shop does, and you're just doing your own suits, right? So that's the difference.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyways, that's how my brand kind of came about, is eventually I was getting older and I felt more and more confident about my skill set and what it is I brought to the table. I had certain ideas and certain directions that I wanted to push the brand in, and maybe a little bit more risky maneuvers, but like like it was things that were going to cause activity, whether it be, you know, a mistake in the end, or like brings us the success that we want, you know, that we could be asking for. Like it still creates movement and momentum, and it's taking action, and it's just trial and error and learning from your experiences, you know.
But
So you have to just
risk is
be,
everything because
yeah,
that's what will
exactly.
bring you the result.
Exactly. You have to be willing to risk a bit. And so, you know, I was young and making certain calls at the time. You know, like I'm very like in touch with what's on trend and what's in style. And even from a young age, if you know, I was like, this is like 6 7 years ago, back when big lapels on a suit weren't in. Right now it's very in, you know, 4 or 5 inch lapels. Tom Ford does it, all the big designers do it, you know. Like 5 6 years ago, it was like everything slim, tight pants, tight jacket, really slim like lapels, you know, everything like slim ties, narrow skinny ties, you know. um and I was saying like, and I was saying big lapels are coming back, and even our manufacturers wouldn't listen to me when I tell them like, give me a slim fit body, like a slim fit garment with a nice drop. So the drop is the difference between the chest measurement and the waist measurement.
Mm-hmm.
But with a big lapel, they didn't have anything like. They wouldn't make it for me. They were like, "Oh, we don't have the patterns for that. It's not worth it for us to make it," you know. And I was like, you guys are sleeping behind the wheel. Like this is coming. This is the next big style, and you guys aren't willing to do it. And even my
They're out
dad
of
wasn't
touch.
backing me. Yeah, exactly. So what happened 4 or 5 years later? They made the pattern for it. So now they have like a bigger lapel with a slim body, but by that point it's too late. Everybody did it already. So it's
It,
like,
I've even seen you sport the, I don't know how you call that, with the 6 buttons, so the double row of
yeah,
buttons,
double
double
breasted. That's
breasted.
what it's called. Yeah.
I
Oh
love
my
those. Like if you see
god.
his Instagram, bro, he looks like he's in a different era. Like he's in,
Yeah.
especially then when you shaved the beard and kept the mustache, you
Yeah, I
had
Al
gotta
the,
do that
Capone
again.
look, man. Oh,
I gotta
oh
do
yeah,
that again
with the
for
striped
sure.
suit, the whole thing.
Yeah, for
He no,
sure.
that was a whole, it was a whole vibe, bro, a whole vibe.
Respect, bro. I appreciate that. Anyways, long story short is basically I wanted to do certain things like women's, for example. I wanted to make women's wear, like women's suits and like suit dresses, and like they're all kinds of different pieces because it's just A, more versatility. B, you're doubling your clientele automatically just in being able to serve another gender. You know what I mean? And he, like, my dad didn't want nothing to know from it. So just little things like this kind of drove me away in the sense of like me wanting to have the creativity and the freedom to make the decisions and execute on the ideas that I had and that I believed in, and just giving myself the space to do so. I'm obviously grateful and blessed to have been given such a platform to learn and acquire the skills that I have to be able to do the things that I do. And obviously in the long run, this is like where home is for me. But Migswax, how that came about was really just a way for me to be me in a time where I needed to figure out my place in like all of this. You know what I mean? And so I made this brand, and it just gave me the freedom to really create and make people look good, which is what I love to do. You know what I mean?
no, but you see,
Oh,
like what you said about going towards women's clothing, you're opening up a new market. Like
Yeah.
not a lot of name brands or tailored suits will tailor to women, will tailor these things. This is to
Yeah,
me
because
when
it's a
you're saying
man's
these
it's a man's article of clothing. You know what I mean? It's
exactly,
a man's style, but so
but the demand is
now
there.
it's huge now more than ever before. Like you look at any woman's um, mannequins on display, even just downtown, but I'm talking like on even all kinds of style pages on Instagram. Like that's very on trend right now. Girls wearing
Yeah.
menswear suits, whether it's like suit and pant combo or just like wearing you like I've seen girls wear double-breasted long jackets with no pants, and just rock that. Like,
didn't you just post something like that like
oh
yesterday?
yeah, I did, yeah. That was a coat, so really long, like down to like the
Yeah.
ankles, just the ankles show, nice pair of like heels, killing it. And that shit gets me going, bro. When I see a woman dressed like that, it's like sophisticated, sexy, like it's like just boom.
100%. I yeah.
So I was
I'm
just down
behind
to
you.
dive into that world,
Hey
but
man.
so but my pops wasn't he wasn't about it at that time, and so I just kind of had to make the decision on my own and make the moves, because I couldn't wait anymore, like play somebody else's game. I kind of had to play my own game and figure out my own way, and also like grow my value and my cachet, for lack of better words, just like what like I now I'm a more complete entrepreneur, more complete businessman, more well-rounded. I have more experience under my belt now, and in a more condensed period of time. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned more in the past year than I would have at the Waxman house, because I learned all that I really can learn, like from that place, for
For what
like
you wanted to
me to
do.
have, yeah, for me to have a good base foundation to do what I want to do.
No,
Yeah.
starting a business
Huh?
is like a kick in the ass in terms of knowledge growth. Like you, no, but no joke. Like I used to work for a media production agency, and
Mhm.
basically, you know, when they say pick up what you can, and take the information you can. And I basically learned what not to do, and that's fine too. It's like through maybe other people's mistakes, you figure out what you don't want to do, and also through the good, parts. You're like, okay, this was a good thing, this was a bad thing, and you just pick and choose and apply to your own life. And I think that's key. And you were talking about obviously women's wear. I think one of your first suits that you made custom pieces when you started your brand was for a woman. It was like a red
Yeah,
a
yeah.
red
Yo,
suit.
you're on point with
I'm,
the
I'm,
damn
I'm
with the
there. I'm following.
yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
tell
no.
me your most extravagant custom request, if you remember something like that?
Extravagant customer request. Honestly, my friend Olivier came to me with an idea. It was literally like a drawing that he made like on his notes app in his phone of something that like I'd never even like seen before, you know? And he came and it was like he drew it, and the way he drew it, it wasn't good, but he delivered exactly, like it gave me exactly the idea of what it is that he wanted, and I saw it in my head when I saw the drawing, you know? And I was like, okay, I got you. Let's see if we can make this happen. And we made it happen literally. And it was just like I couldn't even really
That's crazy.
explain. I couldn't even explain to you what it is because I don't even know what to call it. It's like a robe-ish shirt, collarless, like I don't even know. I'll show you. I'll send you a photo one day. You'll see. But it's kind of like imagine like a silky looking, sleek like robe, like a jacket, but with a thin collar, no buttons, and just like you just throw it on over like a t-shirt with jeans type shit, you know? Or like, and
Yeah, like
I don't even
almost
know.
like a cardigan, but like not
Yeah,
really.
ish, like a
Yeah.
cardigan, but with suit fabric and like a belt and belt loops and like silk satin stripe, like trim all along the edge around the back.
If anybody can
And
make
like
it, bro, it's you. It's you.
and I literally when he showed it to me, I'd never seen what I was looking at kind of like as an end result, and then we just made it happen, and it came out exactly like what the notes were, like the drawing was on his phone. And that was pretty extravagant, just not that like the piece was that loud or that crazy, but more just like it was something that I never, let alone made before, but just I'd never seen like that, and we managed to make it happen, and that was just a pretty cool moment.
No, that's the whole point. It's like that's why you started this, is to create innovative products. So that's amazing. And well, send me a picture of that because I'm curious to see what what it looks like
I
if
will,
it's
I
been
will,
done
yeah.
already.
No,
Um,
it's cool, it's cool.
and you okay? I because Shady and I are both sneakerheads. We both got a little collection. We both got our kicks in the closet.
Don't get me
Um,
started, bro.
I just okay.
Uh,
Top three. Top three. It could be any decade. Top three sneakers. Put it on the table.
that
Put it on the
I've
table.
owned, that I've owned, or
It-
that, or
Holy
any.
grails. Anything.
Fuck,
You're on the
fuck,
spot
you're
right
putting
now.
me on the spot. I feel it would be so much easier to be ones that I own because it limits it down, you
Okay.
know. But if it's all time though,
Wait.
yo,
Let me
there's
guess one of them.
there's too
The
many.
the
There's too
Kanye
many.
Louis V. Didn't you have that?
Yeah, the Jaspers.
The
With those
Jaspers.
pink
Those are
bottoms
those
on.
are those are those are in my top three, I think for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
whether I owned them or not, like which I did because I had to. But
They're sick. They're
yeah,
sick.
yeah,
They're also
yeah.
more
When
than
I
my
tell,
car, but they're sick, bro. They're
yeah,
sick.
you know what I traded for those? I traded at the time. This is like mid like 2015 ish, around this time. Was it 2015? Yeah, around 2015, 16, when like Yeezys were huge with Adidas. It was just starting off, you know? And I had the Turtle Dove 350s, the Pirate Black 350s, the Jordan 11 and Jordan 6 defining moments pack, and $500 for the Jaspers. I traded all that for the Jaspers, mint condition, worn like twice in my size. I was the happiest 18-year-old like
N-
ever.
Okay, so they
No,
weren't even dead stock.
No, they were worn like once or twice.
no,
But
but
still, bro,
you know what? The original,
that kick dead stock is worth like 15K on eBay.
yeah, but that
Like,
original
you
turtle
know?
dove now is like 2 grand.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I had like three pairs of those even. But like because when
Of
I was
course.
younger, when I was like 15, 16, I was offered Jaspers for $1,600. And I said, no, it's too much money to, or no, $1,800. I said, no, it's too much money to spend on shoes, even though it's my grail. Like it's my favorite shoes. And then I ended up buying like black on black spiked out Louboutins for $1,400, like a week later. And then I was like, yo, I'm kind of an idiot because for $400 more, I could have been owning Jaspers. But at the time, Louboutins were like the coolest thing that you could be wearing, you know? And
Yeah.
so that I always regretted that because then Jaspers were worth like 5K plus in good condition, you know? So then years
The
later,
Yeezy effect.
I had an opportunity to trade for them, and I took a bunch of my Yeezys, traded, and the Jordan defining moments back, traded them. I was the happiest kid, and then I sold them. I sold them 2 years later after wearing them a bunch and really enjoying them for like 5K to some kid in Vancouver.
Those are sick shoes though. Those, like, I'm personally really into like Air Jordan ones, like
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah.
A bread one is like iconic,
classic.
It's
iconic.
the shoe to wear, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely in there. And honestly,
You
wow.
got one more, just one more, bro.
It's like it's crazy because you're talking grails, like it's like grails. Because I don't think I'd even put the Jordan ones in there. Maybe I would. But if you're talking timeless sneakers, it's the Jordan 1, it's the Air Force One low, and it's the
True. Yeah.
oof. Honestly, I want to say there's a bunch of
So
them, but there's the
You're really
Chuck
gonna say the
Taylor, there's
three,
the
Giuliano?
Vans.
the threes are classic though.
Yeah, no, the threes are classic. Yeah,
Yeah.
The
I could talk
fours
about
are a
shoes all
classic.
day. But in terms of grails for me, I think it really has to be like the Nike Mags, the Jaspers, and oh, there's so many. There's so many. Fuck. Honestly, man,
What
I
about
almost
those
I
those
almost
Dior
want to say
ones?
a red October Yeezy too, honestly.
Yeah, those are pretty
Yeah.
dope. They're
I'm just
pretty dope.
talking that's like grails in terms of like hype value, like how much
High
they've been
value, yeah.
worth, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like crazy grail. If we're talking like just like historically great shoe, like obviously the Jordan 1 is in there. Even like I put the Jordan 11 Space Jam in there, you know what I mean? Like those
True.
are historical to me. Like that brings me back to an era where like that was the coolest thing you could possibly be wearing, you know?
It
I
was the
think like
Concords too were up there.
Concords are up there too. Yeah, yeah.
Those are
Giuliano, the
Anyways,
Concords
I
were only
think
your favorites.
no, bro.
but
They're sick.
I owned a lot of my grails, which I'm really grateful for. You know, like Jordan 4 Lightnings, that was a huge grail for me that I owned. I played basketball in those like crazy,
Wow.
like a
That's a
savage.
Giuliano thing.
Like a savage. I remember I was at the Cove in Bahamas and I played a full pickup game when I was like 16 in Jordan 4 Lightnings and I was spanking everybody. It was hilarious.
That must hurt too. Like you're getting your ass whooped, and the dude is wearing. See, how much are they worth now? Like 2 grand.
Like I don't know, honestly. It's a good question. Over a grand for sure.
So you're getting your ass whooped by a kid wearing $1,500 sneakers. That hurts.
Bro,
That just hurts.
yeah. I literally sold them beat for like $400. Beat.
Oh yeah, I believe you.
Correct. Another grail was of mine was definitely like the Yeezy ones, the tans and the Zen Grays. I owned both of those. I had Zen Grays factory laced up until a couple of years ago, till since '09. Like not even tried on.
Those are the 750s, right?
No, the Nikes, the first Nike Yeezy ones that glowed
Oh,
in the
right,
dark.
right,
The
right.
soles that
They're
glowed in the
like
dark.
beige, tan.
There's beige, then there's gray and the black. I had the beige and the gray.
I remember the beige. I remember you wearing the beige.
Bro, them
Oh,
shits glowed in the soles glowed in the dark and shit, bro.
yeah.
You wore that shit to the club, bro. You were the hypest motherfucker there. 100%. Another grail of mine is the South Beach LeBron 8s, the preheats. Had those, balled in those too. Wow. Great basketball shoe. Great
Those
basketball
are sick.
shoe.
A good basketball shoe, little penny fives, underrated, but the gum sole, that sole is like, it's not a gum sole, but it's like a really sticky sole. And the comfort on the pads, it was just like, that's the one
100%.
I use for indoor.
And it holds your foot together. You know?
100%. It's like a sock. It's like a sock shoe.
Yep.
We had a pair of foam posit ones in pearl white, like a pearl. It was like a off white. From 1996 that I literally sold to this spot called what was it called? Damn, ATC. That's what it was called. ATC Miami. It was a shoe store, like a flight club type store in Miami. And I remember I brought them these kicks, and Currency bought them like a week later. Off of there.
Currency, the rapper.
Yeah, the rapper. Yeah, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, and then they gave me a check for like 500 Canadian American.
Yeah, because those are the consignment stores.
But from 96 though, like an OG pair, you know, like the fucking soles were like yellowed as fuck. It was crazy.
Ayo, by the way, the Jordan 4 Lightnings are actually right now on StockX. They're like $2,400 US.
What, bro?
That's crazy.
So many of these kicks I had, I literally should have just like stocked. Like I would be fucking sitting on.
You buy two pairs. Man. You buy two pairs, one to wear, one to sell.
Yeah, exactly.
One to hoard. I have so many shoe stories, boys. You have no idea. So many shoe stories. I've taken L's, but I've taken huge wins also.
Those sneakers, people didn't underestimate how quick it picked. It picked up like as soon as I think the Adidas Yeezys started come about.
It was a whole other monster. It was a whole other monster. Yeah, you had every kid in school bringing like their aunt, grandma, and like cousin to the lineups just to like get more chances for the raffles. You know? Yeah.
Oh, man. Crazy. Honestly, man, sometimes me and Giuliano would show up to the line and we'd be all suited up and stuff, and we'd see older folk, and we're like.
Yeah,
especially those Chinese people too. They pick up a whole bunch of pairs and they ship them out to China.
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Crazy stuff. No, I won one of those raffles. Bro. I won one of those the 350 Pirate Black.
That's the Adidas store one, no?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would sign up to every single one that I always won. I literally always won every single drop. Every single
Backdoor!
Nah, bro.
I put you on blast, bro.
Sometimes you gotta rock both, you know. Sometimes you gotta play both sides. No, I've won legitimately a lot of times, a lot of times. It's just about signing up to all the right places, you know. I did the frenzy drops when it was like a geolocation based. Bro, when the white Yeezys came out, I shit you not, I won 5 pairs on the frenzy app.
Why didn't you call me?
I literally won 5 pairs, bro. I sold them all immediately. Literally, I sold them all immediately. I made probably a quick 3K right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we kind of drifted away from what I forgot what we were talking about.
We're talking about it's all conversation, bro. It's all
I had the sneaker game just kind of came in quick into the convo.
I got you in your feelings.
Yeah,
you did a custom Air Force Ones though. You did a couple of them.
Yeah, I have them right here.
Oh, let me see. Oh,
sneak peeks.
That's really, really nice. When I saw that,
saw them? They're crazy.
Matching suit too. I was like, bro.
He has the face mask suit that match.
Tell me this.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the first pair.
Wow.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, sick shoes, man. What I like is that, first of all, how did you do it? You unstitched and then restitched?
Yeah, you got to remove all the components of the shoe, wrap the shoe with the fabric, and then re-sew it back on, you know? So this is the first one. The inside, you got the panel. You can't really see the fabric that well because of the lighting.
Right.
And the camera is, yeah. And then the outside is the checks, obviously. So that was the first pair. Second pair, you got all the outlines.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's sick.
And this is with Dolme fabric. This is the world's best fabric, like fact, you know?
It's crazy to think how much work and effort put into that. Like these, I don't know how. I think it's a couple $100 you're selling them. They're worth every penny.
Couple,
No.
bit more than
Couple.
There's a bit more than couple, definitely. But like that's the thing. They're all hand done with like literally you can't find better fabric. So, and then this is the pièce de résistance. These are my favorite by far for sure. The fucking
650.
all
Damn.
dappered up. And I
like those.
check white because the whole tongue is redone too. I don't know if you guys see that,
That's
but the
crazy.
whole inside of the tongue is redone, and the back heel tab, everything is done. So
wow.
And
Do
then
you
on
have-
this
wait.
pair? Yeah.
Do you have
it's
the Nike
literally-
Air also inscribed in the back?
No, it's fully covered, which is what I wanted. It doesn't
Nice.
say Nike anywhere on the shoe, which I just wanted that because I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's just the feeling that I had, you know.
At this point, you should have put your
feeling that I
logo on it
had.
or something.
Yeah, but this is still like a prototype, just like fun project thing. And then on this one, I just replicated the dimensions of the Nike label, and I put
Oh, that's sick.
fabric there, you know.
But that's way more sneaker, you know.
And then
That
on
does
this
way more
guy,
sneaker in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, no, for
That
sure.
tag.
On this guy, I just removed the label entirely, and I left the leather tongue of the Air Force, you know.
Oh,
Which is very nice. No, I really I like
No,
that
honestly,
pattern
the,
too.
The tongue is nice. The tongue that comes with the Air Force is nice. Like we forget it's leather under there because of the Nike label,
Always
you
been
know.
nice, yeah.
It's
Yep.
fresh. So those are the kicks.
And Miguel, you did these yourself?
Well, yeah, I have a friend who has the machinery to work on
Okay,
shoes.
so you're not the one on the machine now.
No. I don't know. how to
Okay, I
work
thought
these
you were cooking
machines.
it up. I was like, oh
No,
my
no,
God.
Cooking
I have
it up.
I have access to the fabric.
Okay, exactly.
I have access to the fabric, and I have the ideas, you know, and then I go to my friend and I tell him exactly what to do, and he does it for me.
In my
Yeah.
head, I was like, how did this guy learn how to take apart a shoe and re-put
Oh
it
no,
together? You know?
no! I can't
like-
do that. Oh, I only suits.
C'est ça. It's specifics. Yeah.
Shady,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to send you to the tailor shop to get your suit, man. Have you ever been
Hey,
in
man.
there?
I've passed in front, never been in.
Oh, bro, it's outside is one thing. Inside is like you're walking into Candyland for adults, bro. Right when you walk in, there's a naked lady in a picture. So that's when I was a kid. I used to look at that all the time. I was like, "Daddy," like like I was like, "Oh shit," you know. And then and then you walk in. They moved it around a couple of times, but then you have the coffee bar right there, right when you come in. Then you have the
especially
barber
that there's a
shop.
coffee bar, man. I feel like I would bounce off the walls there, man. I'm on my third coffee today, and it's 4:00.
Honestly, the fact that I don't have more coffees than I do is a miracle.
Bro, you have the
crazy.
expensive machines. You got the big, huge espresso machines. The whole thing. I'll be there
And it's
all day.
literally, it's like in every room on every floor. That's the worst part. So you can't get away. You can't get away from it. Yeah.
You got you got the and then you got the other side, which is the suits. And then I don't know, like I've been to one of the what do you call them? The warehouse, I guess, where you have all the suits lined up. And then you have another one downstairs.
Yeah, so we carry our inventory. A lot of it is downstairs in the basement, and a lot of it is upstairs on the second floor.
Okay.
And then we have offices also across the second floor, 2 main offices that are around, like, I'd say 1,000 square feet. And then
Pretty big offices.
And then we have a gym. We got a gym also on the second floor, a boxing gym and a weight room. That's where I train, obviously. And then the apartments are on the third floor.
So you quarantine, bro. Like, I mean, you're a self-sustaining city. Like you're like, what else can you want?
You have a greenhouse on the roof.
Yeah, no, we literally have not a greenhouse, but a rooftop terrace with like some greenery, but not a greenhouse. Yeah. But we're ready
for the apocalypse.
Yeah, I was about to say we're ready for a zombie apocalypse. Like literally just Yeah, if zombies come to the city, just come to the Waxman Fortress,
Bro,
and
they're the
we'll
Kingsmen.
we'll
They're
take
the
them down
Kings.
from here.
Like in the
Yeah,
movie Kingsman, bro. You flip one of the panels, the guns come out. You got the
Guns
whole
come out,
thing
you
set
know, they
up.
start shooting zombies.
exactly,
Yeah.
And then
exactly,
when the thing gets tough, bro, they pull out in the G-Wagon. That's how it is.
exactly. We're ready with the armored tank. Honestly, I would pull out with the motorcycle. Zombies will never catch me on that shit.
No, but not in the winter. Let me tell you that.
Yeah,
That's
the winter, I'm fucked. That's true. That's
um
true. You got to put cages on the tires, and then you're good.
that would be sick. Those spikes too. You put those spikes on the
No, no,
on the
no. That's
wheels
fact. But there is such thing. You can do that.
on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like just spokes coming out.
Yeah, it's like it's literally like cages for your tires, and it makes it winter drivable.
That's
And
crazy.
that's legal?
I would not risk it.
Yeah, yeah, no, but it's not even legal anyways to do it here. I'm just saying, like, you could do that. Like, there's guys that take their Harleys like into the snow mountains, or they go ice driving.
I've seen that. What's his name? The guy that plays Aquaman.
Yeah,
What's his
yeah,
name?
I forget his name, but
whatever his name is.
What's his name, bro? Like he's married
Gypsy King.
he's married to I'm forgetting her name too. The Cosby Show. The daughter of the girl from the Cosby Show, bro.
Jason
Oh my God.
Momoa.
the only thing you
Jason
can remember.
Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
which the wife is I forget the wife's name. Huxtable, whatever. Jane anyway, the daughter of Claire Huxtable. Yeah, I don't know. I completely forgot. Jason Momoa filmed. He's a filmmaker. He has he bought a red camera and he just starts making short films. And he filmed a group of guys that take their Harleys in the deep snow and start riding
sick.
like crazy. You should watch it. It's like a 5-minute clip, but it's
Sick.
crazy. I didn't know they did that. That's risking it, bro. That's
sick.
risking it. Well, that was it. Thanks for listening. This was part 1 out of 2 parts of the interview with Miguel. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2. If you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate us and share. If you're on other platforms on YouTube, you can subscribe. That helps us a lot. Thank you. Take care.